apologies to everyone that was on my live stream that was on my laptop. My thing crashed. Ooh, bless me. Um, I'm gonna wait for some people to come in so I can continue with what I was going to say. But yeah, I'm planning on getting rid of my laptop one day. It's just a matter of when and where. All right. So now, yeah, I want to wait for some people to come in so I could continue with what I was gonna say about the main event to Money in the Bank. Yeah, my laptop, for lack of a better word, is kind of a piece of shit. Let me try and move this. Well, that didn't work. Son of a bitch. Just stay right there, goddammit. Alright. Move that right there. We're gonna do this right there. Perfect. That is beautiful. See if we can move this up just a hair. There we go. See if we can get some more people in here. So I can finish talking about that main event. Did I? Oh, someone's watching. I couldn't tell if I, Oh, okay. I was about to say, I turn my camera off. Oh shit. I got a lot of people in here. Well, I guess I might as well finish what I was talking about on the previous stream that just crashed on me. Um, but yeah, the main event between Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, and John Cena. Four guys I ultimately never cared about. Cena, I was never a big Cena fan. Growing up in the PG era. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Juan Ferreira, how we doing? Is that from? Is that Sweden? I believe Sweden. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, I know I was never a big Cena fan personally. Even in the PG era, I was always a fan of guys like Punk, Bryan, Sheamus, Big Show, Kane. Those guys. I was always a big fan of those guys. I was never really a huge Cena fan. Um, but as time's gone on, I've grown to respect Cena. But I get it. John is in his 50s. I get that they want to give him one more title run. Blinds PvP, how we doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Can't wait for football season. I plan on making some videos, sir. I have been hearing your cries. They're going to be answered here soon. I've been just more so kind of waiting for the season to start up, but I do have a few videos planned in mind. I'll get to that here in just a minute here, John, but yeah, Cena just I just feel like this title run, it just feels like it's coasting to me. Like, I thought with that match with Cody that he was going to have at Mania was going to be awesome. The Rock's going to get involved, and so many other things were going to be planned. Mania is going to be happening in Vegas again this year. And then the match with Cody happened. My God, that was such a fucking dud. Huge fucking dud. Like, everything that went bad in that match. Like, it was slow, it was a bit boring, and Cena just wins in the most anticlimactic fashion. Like, I get it's a heel way to win, but at the same time, you made your champion, Cody, look like a total puss. Like, this guy was going to war with the Bloodline and Roman and The Rock, but yet he was afraid to beat down a guy in his 50s? Like, what the fuck? That just makes no sense to me. Such a dud. And Cena as champion has really done nothing for him. Like, out of all of Cena's title reigns, this is probably one of his worst from a booking standpoint. Like, the way they've been booking him has just been so fucking flat. Like, there's nothing. Like, I get what the character is trying to be and what the promos are supposed to be, but in the end, it just does nothing. It's like you are accomplishing so little when you're supposed to accomplish so much. And that's how I viewed it. And I've been wanting to make a video on the Cena heel run, but I don't think it's going to be necessary at this point. But yeah, like, Cena's title reign has not been good. I'm sorry. It just hasn't. And the match quality he had has just been... It's been not good. I'm sorry. I want to get into it, but I can't. I really can't. Like, honestly, the best match he has had since the heel run has been his match with R-Truth at Saturday Night's Main Event. And that match was under 5 minutes. Good Lord. And I was so pumped for a Cena heel turn. So fucking pumped, and I've just been let down almost every time he's on screen. Like, people have been waiting for this for over 20 fucking years, and this is what they give us. It feels like a complete spider fart. And then we get into his tag partner, Logan Paul, who, outside the ring, is fucking insufferable. Inside the ring, no personality, no charisma. He can't talk to save his life. He is a guy that does cool moves, and that's about it. That's literally about it. Oh, his character is supposed to be this big mega star, and he's supposed to get all this heat. Okay, fine. You know who was a big... Who you want to know who was a megastar and it got a lot of heat? Hollywood Rock. And Hollywood Rock is 15 times better than Logan Paul. Good Lord. Heard Cena's depressed about his heel turn. I don't know if that's in character or not, but yeah, it just, that whole run's so fucking flat. I've been so disappointed with it. But then we have the baby faces. We've got Jey Uso, who he's over, but Logan's probably one of the best in-ring wrestlers, but Logan himself sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, but yeah, Jey Uso, he's over, but he's not a good worker. I think we all can agree he's not a good worker. But his partner Cody, on the other hand, they need to turn him heel. They need to turn him heel. I'm sorry. This white meat babyface thing has gone on for way too fucking long. I didn't care about him when he was going for the title, because he's trying way too hard to be Dusty, and it did not fucking work. Because you cannot be Dusty. I'm sorry, you can't. You cannot be Dusty. He's trying way too fucking hard to be Dusty. And ever since he cut that American promo in AEW against Anthony Ogogo, that's when I completely stopped caring about Cody Rhodes as a whole. I don't care how good of a talent he is. I didn't care about him then. I don't care about him now. And when he won the title, it's like, okay, cool. Now what? He just annoys me. Like, it's so fucking arrogant and it reeks of insecurity. That's how I view it. So the match happened. Nearly 25 minutes this match happened. And it felt like it was going in slow motion. That was such a boring main event. And I know my good buddy Levi liked it. I just thought it's like, can this match go at a faster pace? Like, I'm sorry, like, people shit on Roman for having, like, these long, drawn-out matches that are very methodical and all that stuff. Here's the problem, at least Roman works with that. Cena can't. Orton can work with that. Jake Roberts can do that. It's had the same thing with Cena. I just don't get it. Penta and Ray need to reform Lucha Bros. I think that's going to happen at some point. I think Ray Phoenix is like being at NXT, I think might help him out a little bit because he's not as over as Penta, but I think he will be getting over at some point. It was just kind of like a right place, wrong time kind of ordeal with Phoenix. But yeah, it's just, I'm sorry, I didn't care about the match. I did not give a shit about this main event. It was one of the most boring main events I've seen probably since Mania 41. Probably since Mania, but good lord, it's like, I do not give a shit. I just don't get it. The only thing that saved the match was honestly the ending with R-Truth showing up. Which, I did not see that coming. Because, everyone was bitching up a storm that Truth did not re-sign his contract and they were going to let him go when his deal was up. Everyone was bitching up a storm and I'm like, look, the dude's in his 50s and he's got other things he can do. So, he'll be fine. And then everyone's like, oh, R-Truth can be released, but Logan Paul's staying. Guys, as much as I hate to say it, Logan Paul ain't going anywhere. I hate to say it, but he ain't going anywhere. But, like, my whole thing is that, like, you're going to bitch up a storm about a guy that main evented, like, a couple pay-per-views, got a one world title, like, main event, and was mainly a comedy character. Like, if Truth was released in 2022, I don't think anybody would have bitched. I just don't get it. But yeah, Truth showing up was a nice moment. And now he's going there and they were Ron Killings. And there was this whole thing where people saying we got worked. I'm not going to get into it. I'm really not. I'm too tired to get into it. But Triple H was going on in interviews and a press conference saying, oh, it was all part of the show. We all knew it was going to happen. No, the fuck you didn't. You heard the fans bitch and moan and complain that R-Truth got released. And it actually turned out that that Ron Killings, I'm going to call him Ron Killings now, he actively ignored WWE when he got told that, hey, we're not renewing your contract when it expires. So he ignored WWE for a long time, for a couple of weeks, up until Nick Khan himself actually had to come out and come to him and say, hey, we're gonna figure this out, and look what we're doing now. And honestly, if we get like a more serious Ron Killings, that would not be the worst thing in the world, because look at Ron Killings right after he, I think, either left or got let go in WWE the first time in the early 2000s. Went to TNA slash NWA, immediately became world champion. Twice. He became a 2-time NWA world champion. And he was fucking awesome. I loved Ron Killings in TNA. After that world title reign, he was feuding with Jarrett and all that stuff. He was a bit of a main eventer, but then he slowly became like a mid-carder in the tag team. He teamed up with the 3 Live Crew, which was Road Dogg and Conan, and then he eventually went to be in Team Pac-Man with Pac-Man Jones and eventually Consequences Creed, who many of you might know as Xavier Woods. And speaking of Pac-Man Jones, he got arrested for a lot of assault charges, and grass is green. Moving on. Yeah, he's a fucking moron. My good buddy Levi will attest to that because he hates Pac-Man Jones, especially with what him and Vontez did to Antonio Brown in that playoff game against the Steelers. But I digress. But yeah, yeah, Truth showing up saved the match for me. Where do we go from here? I honestly don't know. Like, now that Ron Killings is back, at least for now, I'm curious what they're gonna do next. I'm very curious what they're gonna do next. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Money in the Bank. It was meh at best, and kind of bleh at worst, in my opinion. But yeah, that is going on. Besides that, not a lot's going on. Oh, Ric Flair made an ass out of himself, and water is wet. Yeah, you claim that JR is, seeking attention because he announced that he had colon cancer, and he just actually had to get surgery for it, and now Ric Flair is saying that he's got skin cancer. Like, who's seeking attention now, Rick? Like, Jesus Christ. Just send your condolences out to the poor man, because the guy has been through so much shit, and you're just over here just taking the piss out of it. Like, God, Jesus. Lay off the booze every once in a while there, Flair. What else happened? I'm trying to think. I think that's really been it. At least from a wrestling standpoint. Raw's going to be happening tomorrow. I know Nikki Bella's showing up, so I know what part not to watch. I mean, look, I got nothing against Nikki Bella personally after the bullshit she went with her ex. But, come on. Come on. She's probably going to be there to announce Evolution 2, Electric Boogaloo, which is, okay, cool. But still, really? Heard R-Truth's son confirmed that he was released. Yeah, I saw that. That was like popping up all over Twitter and all that stuff. Oh, I just had something in mind and now it's starting to slip away. Ah, shit. I just had it and now I lost it. It was something to do with the women. I can't fully remember what I was just about to ask. Yeah, Evolution 2 is going to be coming up, which I'm all for, because I really like the first Evolution they did, even though I don't agree with Rousey and Bella main eventing. It should have been Becky and Flair, because that was a fantastic last man standing or last woman standing match. Shit, I just had it in my head and now it's gone. It might come back to me. I don't really remember. Trying to think. What the hell? I just had it in my head. And now it's gone. Well, it's not what I was thinking of. But Mariah May's in NXT now. Hooray! She's probably going under a new name now, which I'm fine with. Cash in and fail because of Roman Reigns. It might happen. And plus, realistically, maybe losing the Money to Bank cash in is not going to be the worst thing in the world, because I was literally just going through this. I was talking to myself about this. Name me the last time that somebody actually benefited from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Name me the last person who did. I'll tell you the correct answer. I'll give you 3 guesses who actually benefited from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'll give you 3 guesses and I'll tell you the right answer. While y'all do that, I'm going to go put my plate up really quick. Shit. Alright. Yep. Blinds, you got it. It was set the first time. The heist of the century. You are correct. Because everyone else after Seth has done little to nothing with that briefcase. There are maybe 4 other guys that have actually benefited from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Edge benefited from it. RVD benefited from it. Kennedy could have, but unfortunately, bad circumstances with them, which led to Edge winning it again. But when he won the title off of Taker, unfortunately, he had some good matches with Batista, but then he ultimately got hurt again, so we're going to have to take that off. So Edge, Rob, Punk the second time. Not the first time, the second time. And then it was Seth, Dolph in 2012, and Daniel Bryan in 2010. Like, those guys benefited, or 2011, my bad. Those guys benefited from winning the briefcase, because everyone else has done little to nothing with that briefcase. Like, Kennedy, they were going to push him, but ultimately, again, bad circumstances happened. Edge won it. Okay, cool. And it was a cool moment when he won the title off of Taker, had a good feud with Batista, but unfortunately got hurt. Punk win it the first time in 2008. Cool moment, but one, that was supposed to be Jeff Hardy winning it, but Jeff got suspended. And 2, when Punk won the title, he was mainly a mid-card guy just holding the world title and having mid-card feuds. So that didn't work. 2010 at WrestleMania, Jack Swagger won it for reasons, had a very forgettable title reign, and immediately went back to the mid-card after that. Kane won it in 2010, which, was a cool moment, cashed in on Ray, had a match with Ray at SummerSlam that wasn't that great, had a terrible feud with The Undertaker, and had some bad matches with Edge, and then ultimately dropped the Edge at TLC, which was a good match that involved Ray and Del Rio. And then The Miz won it in the other Money to Make Liar match, which, he did benefit from it in some respect, but the reign itself he had was not good. And I hate to say that because I do like Miz as a character, as a wrestler. He's not that great, but when he won the title, it was a good moment, but after that, he just felt like a mid-card guy having the world title. And that's all I can really say about it. And then you get Bryan winning it in 2011 and had a good little run with the briefcase, then won it from Big Show at TLC, and then we all know how it ended. But he had a good run with the title for what it was. And then Del Rio won the Raw Money in the Bank briefcase, immediately cashed in on Punk not even like a month and a half later because of Kevin Nash, and then immediately dropped the title back to Cena, won it again at Hell in a Cell, and immediately dropped it to Punk the month later at Survivor Series. So that was all for naught. And then in 2012, Dolph winning it was cool. The cash-in was great. Unfortunately, the reign itself was a blink and you miss it because he got concussed and you had to take the title off of him. And then Orton won it, and then cashed it in a month later at SummerSlam in a cool moment, but the reign itself was kind of meh. Once Seth won the briefcase in 2014, that's when shit got done. That's when shit got great. And then immediately, everyone afterwards was a fucking jabroni. I'm not going to get into it. I'm really not, but again, nobody has benefited from the briefcase since its inception lately than Seth. And that's all I'm going to say. Because everyone else did not fucking matter on the outside of things. Like, you could say Big E. Like, him winning it was cool, and the cash-in was cool, and then the reign happened. That's it. That's literally it. Oh, man. So, yeah. And Triple H even stated that he wasn't a fan of the Money in the Bank briefcase as a prop. And it's one of those times, like, I agree. Like, I've always stated, replace Money in the Bank with King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring, and that's it. Because the winner will eventually get to have a match at SummerSlam for the world title, like they did in 2002. They should do that. They should just bring back the King and Queen of the Ring, make that the replacement for Money in the Bank. Because I'm sorry, the Money in the Bank ladder matches have been so fucking saturated that it doesn't matter on the outside of things. Like, it's starting to become the same damn match almost every single year, and I completely forget about half of them because they're the fucking same almost. Good Lord. Good golly, Miss Molly. But yeah, that's just how I feel, personally. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, Mariah May, she's in NXT. That's cool. Jacy Jayne's the NXT Women's Champion, which I think is good. Because now Stephanie Victoria is now on Raw, which I think is good. She competed in 4 matches in the span of a week. 3 in the span of 24 hours. Fucking crazy if you ask me. Yeah, so there's that. I'm trying to think. I think that's really about it. I know I'm missing something. I know something happened. Like major, but I'm blanking off the top of my head. Let's see. Blinds, if you're still in the chat, buddy, have you been paying attention to the NHL, like the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals? Have you been paying attention to those games by any chance? NBA, but not NHL. Okay, I kind of figured. I don't think you're really much of a hockey guy. I will say the Stanley Cup Finals have been fucking great so far. Those 2 games alone have been fucking excellent. I think we're in for a really, really, really good series. The NBA, I think the match is going on right now. I'm not going to pull it up or anything. But dude, Therese Halliburton is him. I'm telling you, that guy is he's a man possessed. He wants the Pacers to win that title. He wants the Pacers to win the title so badly. Oh, man. But, Jan, are you still in the chat? We'll probably go for maybe about another 15 or so minutes. John, if you are still in the chat, there was some albums that I was listening to on the way home from my cousins. I want to give you my thoughts on them really quick. You made 3 new videos on your channel. I think I saw the notifications pop up. I might check them out later. But I was actually jamming some old school death metal on the way to my aunt's house. It was mainly brutal death, which I don't know why I was in the mood for. I guess I just was. But the albums I checked out were None So Vile by Cryptopsy from '96. Suffocation's Effigy of the Forgotten, that came out in 1991. Swamped in Gore by Broken Hope, that came out in 92? Was it 91 or 92? It was one of those. And, what else did I listen to? Oh, Spectrum of Death by Morbid Saint, that came out in 89. And on the way home, I didn't listen to all of it, but I'm just about finishing up. I was listening to Malevolent Creation's Retribution. I think that came out in 92. That was the band that Rob Barrett was in before eventually he joined Cannibal Corpse. But fucking classic shit. My God. I might get them in the collection update, because holy shit, those albums were amazing. Like, especially Spectrum of Death, because I've heard nothing but good stuff about that album. Heard it was at that point, a great one and done up until the new album that came out, which I fucking love. Shout out to the bassist. He actually commented on my video saying thanks for the, good support and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, killer shit. Like, the songs Lock Up Your Children and Damien have been stuck in my head all day. Like, it's just relentless thrash. But yeah, Cryptopsy, None So Vile, that's a great album. Lord Worm's vocals are just fucking insane. Like the only thing, it's kind of the main thing I have with brutal death metal, is that it's kind of a nitpick I have, but when I don't know what the hell the guy is talking about, I kind of lose interest in it. But at the same time, it kind of gives it the charm, and it adds more brutality to it. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it better be something nice. But dude, the lyrics on that whole album are so fucked up. But yeah, that was a great album. And then I listened to Effigy of the Forgotten. I'm missing out, dude. I missed out so much on that album. That is one of the heaviest things I've ever listened to. And for an album that came out in 1991, Jesus Christ, that thing was monstrous at that time. Like, the only thing I can honestly say that was close to being as heavy as that album was probably Butcher by Birth by Cannibal Corpse. Because I don't think anything else really came to being that heavy. Ray Day King, thoughts on Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh? Okay. I knew it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of when. Good for him, I guess. I mean, Rodgers at this point, he's got fuck you money. He's going to do whatever he wants. And the fans of Pittsburgh are going to either love him or hate him. Most likely going to hate him. I know Urinate Tree was sulking over it, and it was hilarious. Hilarious shit. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just of how is he going to perform in the outset. That's literally all it's going to be. But what was I just getting ready to talk about? Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. But yeah, Effigy Forgotten. Yeah, like I get the only thing that was like close to being that heavy was Butcher by Birth by Cannibal Corpse at that time. Like, dude, Infecting the Crypts, oh, Legion of Veracity, oh my god, Jesus, fucking heavy. Like, I'm willing to bet they went to the studio and be like, all right, what is the heaviest thing that we can think of at this time frame? Let's do that. Let's basically do that. And speaking of Cannibal Corpse, funnily enough, Corpse Grinder actually did a couple tracks on that album. Or he did backing vocals on Reincarnation and Mass Obliteration. So there you go there. Cool little fun fact. I listened to that album. I listened to Swamped in Gore. That's a gross album, both literally and figuratively. I mean, look at that album cover. Let's see. Joe Tychek's vocals were just disgusting on that album. Songs like Dismember Carcass, the title track, Gobbling the Guts, very catchy, but god damn that breakdown. Oh, woo, ooh, delicious stuff. So yeah, and then I was listening to Malevolent Creations Retribution on the way home. Really good stuff. Very, very, very fun album. There's a little bit of technical play that I gathered on that album in particular. But overall, just really good Florida death metal. A band that I heard their first couple albums were really good, and the rest is kind of meh. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. This is pretty late. I think it's been about like a week or two since it's happened, but thoughts and prayers go out to the Jim Irsay and his family. Jim Irsay, legendary owner of the Cult, passed away pretty sudden too. Like, I knew he was battling health issues, but like, I don't know what really happened. Like, apparently he was just having a normal day, and lo and behold, he eventually passed away. But he tweeted out to the Pacers a good luck on their game, and they actually did win. And then I found out he passed away while I was on lunch. I'm like, what? What? So that was kind of shocking. And then, for you Duck Dynasty fans, I found out that Phil Robertson passed away. He was one of the main characters on that show, which if you've never watched Duck Dynasty, watch it. That show's fucking hilarious. It's stupid as shit and I love it. But Phil was like one of the main characters of that show, and apparently he was battling dementia, which does suck. But yeah, I found out he passed away. I'm like, shit. I didn't realize he was that old. He was in his 80s, and I didn't even know about that. Oh, wait, no, he wasn't in his 80s. It was late 70s. Asai is 81, but he's looked like he's been 81 for years. But yeah, it's like, god damn, dude. Like, fuck, I just found out that the lady who played the infamous character of Claire Lynch for you TNA fans, if you remember that retarded ass storyline, the actress that played her just passed away. So yeah, everything's just sunshine and rainbows over here. Good lord, like what the fuck's going on? It's ridiculous. Gotta go, your phone is almost dead. Alright, Jan, I will talk to you later. I might log off here in just about maybe 5 or so minutes because I'm actually starting to get tired. I got like little to no sleep last night. I just couldn't sleep. I was on a mattress with only like one pillow, and it's yeah, I didn't sleep all that well, so I'm gonna see if I can get an extra shut eye tonight. TNA over AEW. I mean, at this point, probably. I have not cared about AEW in about like 2 years. Like, honestly, this may sound cliche to say, but ever since Punk got fired, I have given less of a fuck about AEW. And I don't watch TNA all that much because I can only watch so much wrestling in a day, and not to mention, they are pushing people and giving people titles I don't think that need the world title or need a title at this point. Like, what the fuck is Moose the X Division champion? Why? He means nothing at this point. And he's a piece of shit. So, there's that. But there are some talents on there I do like. I think Steve Maclin's a great talent. Like, he was formerly Steve Cutler in WWE, and he really made himself a household name, especially in Impact, which I think is really nice. Like, I watched the match he had with Eric Young. This happened a few weeks ago, but him and Eric Young had a dog collar match for was it the international title? I think it's their own mid card title, but they had this very bloody and violent match, where Macklin's bleeding like a stuffed pig, like 5 minutes into the match, and it was a great match. It was a great fucking match, I thought, and I'm like, they've got something with this guy. I think he's in his like early to mid 30s, I think. But dude, Steve Macklin, he's doing some good stuff. What do you think the WWE is going to do with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa? Obviously, they're broken up now. I think the bloodline is officially dead. Like, there's no reason to continue that group anymore. I think ultimately, I don't know what they're gonna do with Solo. Like, I think they might have Jason Mateo, aka why am I blanking? Jeff Cobb. I think they're gonna have him and Solo probably team up for a little bit, and then eventually, I think Jeff Cobb and Fatu are gonna fight. Which, if that's gonna be the match that maybe happen at SummerSlam, I'll be all for it because that'll be fucking awesome. Because if you've not seen Jeff Cobb wrestle before, go check out some stuff of him. Like, most particularly his stuff as Matanza Cueto and Lucha Underground. Oh, killer shit. Great shit. But yeah, like, Solo, I was never a Solo fan. Like, when he was the silent but deadly type, when he was Roman's lackey, that worked for him. But then once they were trying to give him more of a character and try to make him more of a leader, it didn't work for me. Like, especially when he was going against Cody and all that stuff, it felt like Fatu was more of the leader than actually Solo. So that's how I look at it. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's going to be a blow-off match at some point, but hopefully it'll lead to a Jeff Cobb versus Fatu match, because if so, I will be a happy, happy, happy ginger. Alright, so about a minute before I close up shop here. But yeah, work's been busy, as usual. But I do plan on getting a retro review of a band, hopefully done by tomorrow. If not, then hopefully this weekend. I'm not going to say what band or what albums I'm going to be talking about, but be on the lookout. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, because I plan on listening to a couple albums that actually came out this week that I had some expectations for. One of them I heard pretty meh thoughts on, pretty mixed feelings on. One I heard is actually fantastic, so there you go there. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. Again, I apologize for the first stream. my laptop is fucking terrible, so I might do more of these phone streams. So if you're cool with that, then yeah, like whatever gets me likes, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, tap that bigger subscribe button, tap the bell so when I upload, you guys will be notified. And feel free to share this with your friends, family, your grandma, your pet turtle, your pet rhinoceros, whoever you want to share it to, so it can give me more views, and that will always be appreciative. Hey, Aaron Boardman, how are we doing? Just about to wrap up here, bud. I'm sorry. You came in at the wrong time. I'm actually just about to head out because I am tired, so sorry. But, yeah, make sure you share this video or share this for some reason. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. And as always, join a herd. I'll talk to you guys next one. Peace out.